Hi there, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I will be making a single page multi-photo layout with 5 photos. So this is pretty much my my home street. This is something that I really like, and I think that these layouts are the ones that I truly like the most when I flip through our albums. I'm using 3 photos with us in the center. The whole family gets a piece of the lower row there, and then the upper 2 photos will be more the scene that we are placed in here. It's the willows, and it's their huge, wonderful, fluffy buds, and my daughter in the background, and you see a sliver of the sea, the blue sky, and sunshine and prettiness, and it's springtime, the beginning of spring. So that will be the top part of the cluster there, or the photo block. And I will base this whole page onto green Stampin' Up pattern paper that I got from Anne-Marie, and it will pretty much set the tone, or the spring kind of feel to this layout. I'm really sorry about the glare. This was probably one of the first time that I scrapbooked with my new camera setting at the crafting table behind my desk, so I wasn't really used to what happened when I had the overhead lighting turned on, so I will have some glare throughout the entire video today. I'm really sorry about that. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing anyway. And the still photos at the end, you can see the photos really well as well. A lot of wells there. To frame this whole piece, I'm adding a kind of greenish yellow thin washi strip all around the pattern paper, and I like the effect there, and I like that it brings the yellow to the page a bit more, because a lot of yellow tones were in the photos, especially from the willow buds, and also from the old grass from last year that surrounded us entirely in this outing that we went on. The photos were taken around Christmas now. I'm kidding. Around Easter, and we had been ill. The whole family had the flu, and we were really weak, and we felt like we hadn't seen the sunshine for months, so we just had to make a field trip. We went on a small car trip, and we walked for a while in a really nice area just south from town. It's called Klampenborg. It's an island, but it's so close to shore that there's almost like a road going there. It's not even a bridge, it's a road, and it's natural reserve, so it's saved as it's been for a very long time. And this is a cultural place where it's been industry and boats, freight boats coming there, and they have been loading off their ballast, and it's been workers' quarters there as well. So it's not completely only nature, it's also these remains of human activity from 100 years ago, and it's very special. I will not tell you everything about this place in this video, because I have a couple of others coming next, and I will tell the different parts that we experienced during this outing when I show those photos. But the island is rather high, so we went first to the top of the island to look at the view and see what was there, and those just explore together. And our son, he was a little bit grumpy and he wanted us to carry him, and that was totally impossible because there was still snow left at the lower areas, and the terrain was kind of rocky. It was lots of rocks and stones, and you didn't need to climb, but at least you couldn't carry a 4-year-old. That was pretty much impossible. So but when we got to the top of the island, we pulled out candy bags, Easter candy bags from our backpack, and they could sit there on the stones and have candy while we took photos and just enjoy the view. So he was pretty much a happy boy when we when we left that hill. And the sun was shining, and we took some lovely close-up photos of the willows, and I just love those cute little buds there. I don't know what you call them in English, but they are really, really fluffy and soft, and they look almost like small bunnies, and you want to just pat them. We tried to stay away from the actual patting because we are a bit allergic to anything that flies in the air in the springtime. So, but photographing them was okay, and we thought that was really special to be out after such a long time at home being ill. So it was lovely to see the sun and experience spring for real. I'm using embellishments from the On Trend collection, and since we were climbing a small hill, I thought that these triangles looked really well with the theme. So I took out the insides there and placed those to the side and added new white insides to the triangles, and that made them last a bit longer. I also used the gold foil like sunbursts or picked circles to add more gold to this layout, because the willow buds kind of have this gold dust on top of them, and I guess it's pollen, but anyway. And I wanted to pick up that color as well as the grass, so I went with the gold foil, and I found a die cut piece there with a script says love, and that went in that upper left corner. I had a small calendar piece that I wanted to use together with more triangles, almost like arrows pointing upwards, and I'm just gluing down the pieces to leave some room for a title there below the triangles and above the calendar piece. We really enjoy going for these outings in our close surrounding here. I'm originally from another part of the country, and I'm still not getting used to the special kinds of places that are here, because this is old industry areas where industry was the main thing for actually living here. The forest with all that kind of industry, paper, the wood industry with the sawmills, and all the metal industry that you could have here because of the supply, the endless supply of wood for those big furnaces. And this is so much part of the culture here that people have forgotten. It's so natural to people that come from here, so they don't see the beauty of this culture. But when I go to these places, being brought up in a completely different environment and with completely different sites or sightseeing places, this is very special to me. And since I'm chemist from the start, I studied chemical engineering for many years. These industries also appeal to me from a professional kind of waypoint, and it's very interesting for me, because I kind of picture the life that these people lived, from the dirty, the polluted, the loudness, all those directions, all those viewpoints that I don't think that everybody thinks of. So this is very, very interesting for me to see these places and go there and just remember this part of our culture. I don't know if any of that made sense. Anyway, this was not an important place, but it was a place that where these signs of early industry still remain, so that you can look at them. I have painted some old shipboard letters from Heidi Swap. These are old, really old, and I painted them with gold mica color watercolors, and I will place some of these alpha stickers to form a subtitle. I'm writing the name of the place where we were, Klampenborg, and then I'll just add some words to make a complete title there. And those alpha sticker sheets also has a couple of words at the bottom, which I will be using as well on this page, just to fill out the empty spaces and to make it a bit more interesting with some text. And it was a long word there, so I needed to overlap the small alpha stickers to make it work, because it didn't fit if I placed them side by side. So this is the finished page, and I hope that I didn't ruin the whole process video with my rambling about industry, chemistry and noise. But it's a part of our inheritance up here in northern Sweden, and I think it's an important one, and I want my kids to know what lies behind the wealth of our community and our country. So that's something that I'll continue to visit these sites together with my family, and eventually they will understand why I think it's so special. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon here in my channel. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye.